Hmm. I'd say the mirror needs to be cleaned, actually. How do you think it gets dirty? Coughing. Um, got yesterday's in progress. Unbelievable. It's the 24th of March. And they're fucking calling for a snowstorm tomorrow. I remember in my life I was like, as a younger person, you can't count out snow until the second day of April. I remember we had one the year before, on the first day of April. Ridiculous. They actually double sealed. Oh my god. Well, keeping it fresh is losing its stuff. Whatever. Yeah, I did apologize to Diane for not taking it as it was. I know who she is, I know how she acts, and depending on my mood, sometimes I don't flow well. She wouldn't say you got to give me eye drops. Now she say don't forget about the eye drops. Okay, yeah, I'm doing not quite 100, but I'm doing a bunch of things at once, and I'm in that place where I'm trying to get a lot of things done because I got to get up early tomorrow, and I know how it feels now. At the time, it was like, whatever, you know. So I said, it didn't feel that good yesterday. I understand you didn't really mean harm or nothing. She still wants, of course, And she'll come up with, I said, there's come up every reason not to do it, But I will say, they didn't give us very good tools this time. I put the bed together with tools they gave me, no problem. We got an exercise bike, those tools don't work too well. You want somebody professionally do it for you? We'd love to get some money. What, jeez, we ain't got that much. The guys who do the work don't get paid very much, but everybody else above them does. So, yeah, I'm going to be a typical male. Now that I actually can. Not a lot of people can be the so-called typical male anymore. My old neighbor Johnny and most of the old males on the block had their basement full of tools. You never know when you're going to need it, and I could afford it, and it's useful. I needed a socket set. I had two. I only used like 2 or 3 out of the whole thing, except for the ratchet. But nonetheless, like I just said about the old guys, you never know when you're going to need it, and it's a lot cheaper to do it yourself. Or avoid the overhead. Certain things they're always going to have. Parasites mimic something that's good or bad or whatever. I mean, something imitate poison just so you don't eat them. So you're never going to get totally rid of all the overhead, but some of it you really don't need. Yeah. A random work thought that I hope has value. It does, but I'm hoping that it has value in current reality. I could never get through with Paul at all. I can get through with Living Good to some extent. And he's proven himself to be very good with a little bit of help. I mean, you know. My diary, so I have a very big ego. When I got there, he did not have control of it. Yeah, I noticed that. And I was not very welcome. I'm stabilized, and so is he, and some people are not there no more. My own ego says I had something to do with it. Hazing. Find out weaknesses. I have none. Well, I did, you know. You stink! Well, I wasn't used to working, and when you're used to living under a bridge, you don't think about it. So, shower more often and lots of underarm deodorant, just so you don't smell like a dog. Dogs don't get showers, they lick each other. You know, I had to get rid of, well, actually she left on her own. Tried to kill me politically, couldn't do it. Said, well, then I'm not having fun, I'll go back to where I can. That was when I was trying to be a manager. It took a while. I did it, and I got my stuff, and it's worthless now. You know, I got the house, nobody wants it. Unless they're gonna get it for dirt cheap, and that ain't no good for me. I put $30,000 into it, and I bought it for $30,000, and they want to pay $15,000. Sounds like the house I just got, eh? So somebody's gonna get it cheap like we got ours, but I didn't get nothing out of what I put into it. But it was a lot cheaper to live there for the 10 years I was there. It only cost me $285 a month to live there, rent. You gonna get that anyplace else? No. I was hoping to get some of my $30,000 I put into it back out. Not gonna happen. But Daddy let me come here, so I call it a good balance. All the stuff I put into it, somebody's gonna get. Are the big guys gonna make a big profit? Nope. But some city person that likes the city, both of my neighbors actually like their neighborhood. I was brought up to be scared of that kind of place. It ain't all bad, but don't leave nothing out. Don't show no weakness. Johnny's thing was, I got a gun next to my bed. Don't you come after me. You're going to be dead before you even know it. Not so many words. The other guy, I never really talked to him much. You know, anybody living in the city is perturbed that there's so many among them that can't find a way to make a living without taking from you. Unfortunately, that's nature, and it's also the nature of the city, especially when your city is working class. I hope it ain't fucking snowing like a fucking blizzard tomorrow. I know it can happen. I'm just not thrilled about it. The guys were like, "Oh, you got a four-wheel drive vehicle? You can get around." Yeah, I can go. Stopping ain't easy. I was talking about in bad weather, just because you can go don't mean you can stop. What about the others? He just lost two drivers from accidents that weren't weather related. And he's big on his numbers. And I don't blame him. I was hot on mine. That's my life. Trying to make a couple of bucks when somebody is actually, most drivers, young ones, ain't going to tell you. They'll risk their lives trying to do something. I won't. It's an annoyance, and in 20 minutes it can be very dangerous in bad weather. So if I say it ain't safe to drive, you know, I hope you believe me, because I'll do it until I can't. But you consider, I got a half an hour drive on some big hills, so I'm going to tell you exactly when it's getting dangerous, because I still got to get home. The whole time I worked at the other place with Paul, he would never give up until it was too dangerous to drive, and then I had to get up the hill to get back home, and 3 times I didn't make it. Shoved myself out. Everybody else's car did it. Jetta couldn't do it. Jetta dead now. Leon couldn't do it either. In the back parking lot, nah. City says that's your problem. Ain't no parking out front, and you got to get out of the way so they can clean it. That's a good thing, but still, if there's no parking and you won't clean it during the winter, yeah, it's rough. I'm actually shocked. There's only 7 houses on this little lane, and the county, that's not the county, it could be. I'm thinking township actually plowed our little lane. Thank you. But that's what I bought the Subaru for. When it's too dangerous to drive, I still gotta get home. I checked all the fluids on it today, actually. Found out why the headlight isn't working. The same problem the Jetta had. The connector is fried. Not totally, but it's melted. I had to have the connector replaced in the Jetta when that happened, and probably on this one too. There is no other way. You gotta replace the connection.